Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Escape the ordinary gym experience and unlock a new you with 3 Pillars Performance. Whether you're a high school athlete, college student, or former athlete, 3 Pillars Performance's state-of-the-art facility and certified trainers are dedicated to helping you achieve your fitness goals. Join a community that helps you get leaner, stronger, and move better than you ever have before. Visit 3 Pillars Performance online at 3pillarsperformance.com or in person at 5620 South 49th Street in Lincoln. Maximize your athletic potential with 3 Pillars Performance today.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Early break. Anthony in the mailbag says, good morning, guys. Question for the mailbag. If you were trapped in a 10 foot by 10 foot concrete room with one animal, what is the largest animal you could kill with nothing but your bare hands?
I'd like to think I could whip an ostrich.
Get a hold of his neck. He's going to whip him around. He's going to whip him around.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, I got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome to the Captain Show. 93.7 The Ticket. The fastest 2 hours in radio has started. It is out of black shirt, Terrell Farley, and I'm with Bach. And the captain will be in a little while, so it's just Bach in the black shirt starting it off. And Bach, turn it down for a minute, Bach. I got something I want to say that's very important to the people. And you too, Bach. I want y'all to pray for the people down in Florida, man, who's been hit with that bad hurricane down there. Hurricane Milton is what his name is. And just pray for the people in Tampa and the surrounding areas who's been hit hard with a lot of rain and tornadoes over the night. I checked it out on the Weather Channel and CNN, and it's pretty bad down there, man.
Yeah, it's no good. I mean, that's frustrating. I know there's
back to back
buildings being destructed, certainly, and all that stuff. So, yeah, you got to pray for everybody down there. And man, it's tough to watch.
Oh man, yeah, it's just something that happens. It comes back to back hurricanes, and yeah, I couldn't imagine living down there. Everybody said they want to live in there, but not this time of year. So yeah. Hey, all right, Bach, let's get the show started off, Bach. Well, as we get to next week and everything that's going on in college football, what do you see the most improved in the game so far? I mean, I know we have a lot of rules. Does it make any difference before the kickoff, how it goes, or the ejection rules or anything like that? Like you say, they're trying to adapt to more like the NFL kicking, but have we seen any runbacks this year?
I'm sure we have, and they're obviously not where the NFL is with their kickoffs. So you kind of got the traditional kickoffs going on there. I think it's all been pretty good. I think this year the biggest thing might be the kind of that 2 minute warning. They don't call it that; they call it something different here in college. 2 minute break or whatever they call it. But that's kind of affected the game and just kind of how you use your timeouts and prepare for it down the stretch. So I think that's been pretty good. Of course, it was a couple years ago now that they've taken away, stopping the clock after getting a first down. That hasn't changed the game a whole lot. So, I mean, I think it's all flowing pretty well. It's a very watchable game. I know people get frustrated with low scoring games like we had the 14-7 game against Rutgers, and some people don't like defense all that much. I kind of like those games a little bit, but you prefer it to be great defense and not bad offense. And I don't know what you get out of that sometimes. But yeah, no, I think it's with what they've been adjusting to, it has been pretty good. Obviously, the biggest problem is the targeting. I mean, because you have to stop the game all the time and review targeting, and people can't, hardly
Too many reviews.
Too many reviews would
Yeah.
be the complaint. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like the 2 minute warning because now it helps the defense out more and it helps the team who's down with some timeouts out. So,
Yeah.
like saying it's 2:05. They run the ball, it's 2:01. I get a timeout. Next play, they run the play, the clock stops again because now it's a 2 minute warning. And that helps the defense out too because now it's a lot of when it gets to close down to 2 minutes and if it's a close game, coaches got to be wary of time management and how to play the time with the clock and with a team that has three timeouts.
Yeah, it's designed. I mean, it makes the game just more interesting. If it's a close game, it's that extra timeout for somebody to be able to use to keep the thing interesting. But so I think it's been fine. I don't think it was completely necessary. I think you just see it in the NFL and thought it was a something that could help out the game. And so I can't complain about it too much. I think we're still just in this era of college football. The other thing is, and we saw it here at Nebraska, obviously in the Illinois game, is just the whole catch thing. I mean, we've seen several calls on whether it is or it is not a catch. If you come down, are you completing the catch, falling to the ground, are you holding on to the ball, all that sort of stuff. And it certainly affected the Virginia Tech Miami game.
Mhm.
And obviously the Nebraska game against Illinois, where you could have called a touchdown or an interception on the field. And who knows, Nebraska might be 6-0 if that one was reversed at this point. But so there's still a few things I think they'll have to critique. They got to find a way to cut down on that. And I know they're trying to keep everybody's. I mean, that's So my two complaints would be targeting and the catch.
Yeah. So, Mark, I got a serious question for you. I be thinking a lot. What is your real thought about Nebraska football as we go down to these last 6 games and we're 6-1, but I'm kind of weary because of the offense and the way they played the last 3 games, and we have make one more game for a bowl game.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's possible, and I say we can win 3 more. Probably 4, but if the offense has to pick it up a lot, and because you're not going to beat Indiana with 14 points, you're not going to beat Ohio State with 14 points. You got teams like Wisconsin who's picking it up now. You got teams like USC who's going down a little bit now, and you got a team like Iowa that we don't really know what they're doing over there.
They look like Iowa usually does.
But and UCLA the same way. So you don't know what you get. But the thing I want to know is, I'm worried because the last 3 games has been a down. It seemed like we was up on offense and now we're down. I mean, you started off with 28 points, 31 points. So how many we scored against Illinois? You got to take the factor of the defense scoring 2 touchdowns. And now a lot of people say, oh, Indiana ain't played nobody. But if they can put points on the board, we have to match them same points. And I'm kind of hopefully this bye week will help Dylan Raiola get out of that one game freshman slump, because we don't need to. I mean, and he had an expression on his face that I seen. Like it seems like he didn't want to be there Saturday. And I kind of looked at him, and he was just, I would call it la la land. And it kind of bothered me, but we got the victory, we got the W, and that's the only thing that matters. But at the same time, I want that to be his last game, as that's his freshman wake up call.
Well, yeah, and I know, a lot of people watch that Rutgers game and you wonder, how's this team undefeated? They're not very good. Well, you got to give them credit for what they were able to do, which is make Dylan Raiola look like a freshman.
Yeah.
Nobody else has been able to do that so far. Was that a one-game thing? Was that more on Dylan? Was it the defenses? I mean, that's all you kind of have to wait and see. Maybe it is people have tape on him. I'm sure people are going to look at what Rutgers did that kind of threw him off. So it's going to be interesting to see where this offense goes. But I've been kind of saying that all year long, and I think it's going to elevate here down the stretch. Nebraska is obviously a fan base. You lose any game, there's going to be a lot to complain about. There's going to be a week of people sitting on it. And so I think naturally the schedule set up for you to have more potentials for losses down the stretch than you did early on in the season. That doesn't mean that they haven't done a great job of taking care of business at this point. I know there was a lot of talk about 7-0, but if you talk, I was never fluting, I was never in front of that, because there's a team that hasn't been to a bowl game since 2016. So to be 5-1 is still very good at this time. I think if you look at the past Husker teams and say, well, it's hard to start buying back in as a Husker fan. Well, you beat Colorado. The Scott Frost, the Mike Riley era is not winning those games typically. The Rutgers probably could fit that in there categorically. So if we're looking down the line and saying, well, I don't think they're probably going to be favored against Indiana, and probably not going to be favored against Ohio State or USC or Iowa or Wisconsin. Well, and maybe they are favored against Wisconsin, but the point is they're starting to win some of the games that are toss-ups that are up there. So, as I look down the stretch of the season, I can think, well, I can give them credit and maybe to get to 7-8 wins and feel pretty darn good about it. But I do think that when they do lose some of those games, I think it is going to be probably a lot of shortcomings on the offense, and we'll have to wait and see. Because I asked Steve Taylor this the other day. What is the strength of the offense at this point in the season? You're halfway through the season. You would think you would be able to answer that. I'll ask you, Terrell. What do you think the strength of the offense is? Because to me, if there is a strength, it's not overwhelming.
Well, I thought it was the passing game, but it's slowed down weekly. I mean, especially a game when you go like a person like we've been seeing, Isaiah Nair doesn't have a catch in that game. I think Barney had one catch last game. So we're I don't know if they're losing focus, but Banks and the tight ends they're getting their catches, but at the same time you want to keep those guys happy. So it's a bye week. Hopefully we can get the things together and get the offense back on track, because we're going to need it next week at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and obviously Nebraska, I'm glad you said that Nebraska is on Big Noon. So the rest of the nation will be watching Nebraska in Indiana, or at least have a focus on that. But, we do have a text line, or text off the text line, starting with text line. You can always chime in on our conversations, 402-464-5685. Aaron says it's the run game. We aren't getting it done on the ground. That's kind of his concern there. And halfway through the season, you don't have a 100-yard rusher. You've had guys that have gotten attempts. Emmett Johnson was given the majority of the carries, the most carries anyways that he's gotten all season. This past game wasn't able to take advantage of that. So you kind of have to, at this point, probably identify yourself. We've seen it in the past, popular examples of, like a Divine Ezigbo or Brandon Jackson really have a second half breakout to where they really set themselves up pretty well going into the NFL. And whether it's the NFL or whatever, the next season, do you see a second half breakout performance from anybody in the running back room? Right now, it's hard to see. Last week, you might have said, well, maybe Emmett Johnson, but he had his opportunity and wasn't able to take advantage of it.
We say the run game, but I don't think the line is there. I mean, these guys played together the last 2-3 years. That's just not a gelling group. And sometimes you got to wonder, What is Satterfield thinking about? That's why he goes through a cycle where he'll run a couple of series, and then the next thing you know, we're passing the next 6 series and 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So you got to wonder what is Satterfield thinking when he calls the plays, because ultimately the run plays are coming not from him.
Well, and that's I think the Heat's going to turn them off. Obviously, there's a lot of thoughts on special teams right now and Ed Foley and the job he's done. But and a few more performances like we saw against Rutgers, and there's going to be a lot of talk about Marcus Satterfield and maybe not optimizing the talent that he has in the room. But again, and I think there's a lot of solid skill position players. I don't know if you have too many guys that are all conference level. I think you got some potential there. If you maybe had, the weapons, a few more weapons out there, but I think you're right. I mean, this all kind of starts with the offensive line. And that's a group that I was kind of concerned about coming into the season. Obviously, when you lost Teddy Prohaska, you lose one of your tackles. Now you lose Turner Corcoran. And so you're shuffling in some guys, and they have not been able to replace Turner Corcoran at tackle for 4 years, despite knowing that that's not his, that naturally he probably should be playing a little bit more guard. So they've kind of had this tackle issue, and the line. I mean, again, you can argue. I mean, we heard Todd Euler say there was more holes open. Sometimes the running backs are missing them, but for the most part, it all starts with the offensive line, especially in the Big Ten, and they're not. I would say that you could argue that they're solid, but they're not overwhelming too many people.
Well, it's the schedule. I mean, I said this before the year that once we get into the Big Ten play, somebody's going to expose us, because we played these cupcake teams, and it continues to happen all through college football. But at the same time, these teams, like, you need to up the ante on the schedule. I would love to see that SEC Big Ten challenge. I would love to see that, and love to see us. I mean, because Mississippi State can probably play in the Big Ten a little bit, somewhere at the bottom. I wouldn't say middle part, but they probably can replace Purdue or replace a Minnesota. So who knows? Yeah. But at this point, hey, Minnesota, how happy are you? I know you're a Minnesota guy.
Yeah.
I seen they have the number 1 rank. Now I'm going off cue, but
that's all right.
I see they have the number 1 ranked passing defense in the nation.
There you go. How about that? Row your boat there.
And they do this, and we're a passing team, and somehow we got thrown off the schedule with them.
Yeah.
After playing them the last 3 years, the first game of the season or something like that.
Well, yeah, they were in the Big Ten West, and Nebraska was playing them all the time. It is, again, reminder, the Big Ten's so big now. You have 18 teams, that the only team that's going to be consistently on the schedule is Iowa. All these other teams, you're going to play them 1 year, you're not going to play them the next. So it'll be a bit of an adjustment. I think there were people at times. I mean, Nebraska's only permanent crossover is Iowa, but there are other teams in the conference that have more permanent crossovers. And there was a fight at one time where I thought maybe there'd be, divisions, and maybe moving forward there will be these little pods or divisions, and Nebraska can routinely play some more teams year after year. But as it stands right now, Iowa's your only team that's really allowed to be too much of a rival, because it's the only team you're going to play every year in and year out. Nebraska Minnesota would be an interesting game. I do think so. Obviously, Minnesota coming off that USC win. I think they've got a chance. They got a chance this week to travel down to UCLA and kind of build off of that momentum. And that game's particularly interesting because PJ Fleck was rumored, or at least there's interest in some sort of reported degree of UCLA and PJ Fleck. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, as we look around the Big Ten, and maybe we could do that a little more in the next segment. There's a fight for the middle. Nebraska's. I know you like to look at the power rankings. Nebraska's
we'll talk about the power rankings.
Upper tier of the middle, but that can change pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll hit the power rankings when we come back. We hit the power rankings, and then the next segment we'll say, does Tony White belong in that top 10 paid defensive coordinators in the country? Because it's a list that came out, and he's nowhere to be found. Could he double his pay this year? We'll talk about that when we come back. First, we'll talk about the Big Ten Power Rankings, 93.7, The Captain Show. We'll be right back.
Nebraska's public schools are key in developing the workforce and fostering community development. They prepare students for successful careers in every Nebraska industry and to serve as our future community and business leaders. Our public schools educate 90% of students in Nebraska. They connect students with the businesses and civic organizations that make our communities thrive. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Escape the ordinary gym experience and unlock a new you with 3 Pillars Performance. Whether you're a high school athlete, college student, or former athlete, 3 Pillars Performance's state-of-the-art facility and certified trainers are dedicated to helping you achieve your fitness goals. Join a community that helps you get leaner, stronger, and move better than you ever have before. Visit 3 Pillars Performance online at 3pillarsperformance.com or in person at 5620 South 49th Street in Lincoln. Maximize your athletic potential with 3 Pillars Performance today.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light south breeze and an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 61. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds and an afternoon high around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It takes hard work to make Nebraska the right place to raise a family, build a business, or grow a community. We're counting on working parents to make it happen, and they're counting on childcare professionals to have their backs. Employers and other contributors can earn up to a $100,000 tax credit for strengthening childcare in our communities and state. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, we don't need you coming in here messing up the great show that me and Bob has just now started here at 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. We are Power, Bauer,
Infrastructure,
Bauer,
Underground.
I say now, Brant.
Excavating.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Hey,
We trying to act like I don't know what I put that together.
Yeah,
I can't put something together and don't know what I'm doing.
All right, hey, which one you want to go first? You want to talk about, does Tony White deserve double? Or
Double what?
Double his pay.
What are we talking about? You guys stop it, man. Don't bring me into a firestorm.
Let's go Big
Don't
Ten.
tell me.
Let's go Big Ten rankings
sit
right now.
here. No. Don't open up a can of worms and
Okay,
run now, Charlie. Don't run, Charlie.
Let me ask the offensive guy. What is the strength of the offense? Midway through the season, what is the strength of the offense?
Dylan Riola.
What was the strength of the offense last game?
I thought our ability to I thought we moved the ball. We couldn't score, but in the first half we did score. So I think, put it like this. When I look at our offense, I look at and I say, not adversity, but what's the other word for inclusion? What's the word? Office of Inclusion. What is the word? Come on, help me.
Well, I don't know what
where you include everybody, where everybody's joining into the reindeer games.
I can tell you what I think about it.
No, I'm saying they've got multiple guys that are getting involved.
They're multiple.
Yeah, but that's not the word I'm looking for. I'm looking
mediocre.
Listen, man, we started this with defense. How all of a sudden did you ask a question, Bach turned right back around and smacked with another question?
Because that was the question we was talking about before before we went to break. So
yeah, you weren't happy. We're just jumping in the defense, and we kind of know where you're going.
I said thank you.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? Shit, Coach White. This is the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. We are consistently. We did it with just about every staff, including this last one. This one that's in this current right now.
Well, first of all,
they was here. Excuse me, sir. I'm talking. They was here for 1 year and they got raises. Now, you tell me, how do you be on a losing team and do raises? Now, I've been in the car business all my life.
5-1 now.
You can never sell less cars and make more money. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Now, when COVID hit and the prices to do business, all these super microchips were missing, yes, the cost to do business, you could sell less and make more because they were price gouging.
Why wouldn't you pay Coach White?
He just got a raise.
But to keep him, he's going to need another raise. If your defense finishes in this top 10 better than last year, because they on the side.
So the defense is separate than the team. The defense is sitting out there separate than the team. Oh, Coach White is over there separated from the team.
Well, he's separated from defense is separated from offense.
See, that's the problem.
No.
We're not looking at this thing from a holistic perspective.
No. Only reason why I say
You're
this.
trying to set the defense
no.
and Coach White over here.
No,
You're
no,
trying
no.
to put the special teams over there, and you want to put the offense under here. It doesn't work that way.
Well, stats don't lie, VJ.
What you mean? I thought our offensive stats, besides one running guy having all the rushing yards, are pretty doggone good.
Yeah, compared to last year, they're nowhere near the defensive stats at ranking.
You didn't even have a passer last year. You should be happy.
I said
you sound ungrateful.
I said that from last year to this year. See, I don't know what offense you guys are judging. You're judging these guys off of. What curve? What bell curve are you looking at? Are we looking at last year's offense versus this year's offense? That's what I'm asking you. Because if you're looking at that, then you got to say that we've improved immensely. But if you're trying to come up in here
as a football player, you great. I'm not thinking about last year as a football player. When I see other teams' offense do this, do that, be able to do this and do that, I base it off that.
Oh, stop it, man! We didn't even have.
Do you think
we went three? Could have went 4 deep in quarterbacks last year. We got the same quarterback. We got one quarterback. 3 quarterbacks threw as many picks through this many games as he did almost.
This is not.
This is what?
Yeah.
This ain't what?
We're not talking about that.
We are talking about that.
No.
We're talking about you guys trying to tell me that offensive line is not better than they were last year.
They're
better. You're trying
bit.
to tell me that the receiving room is not better than it was last year.
Better.
Thank you. Running back room, better or worse?
Look like the same because they ain't running.
Oh, stop!
It's better.
Play. Thank you. Be honest.
It's better.
Thank you.
But only one guy
quarterback
is due from that.
So of all of the offensive positions that's out there, which position got worse?
On what?
Forget it. I see now you playing games.
I can tell you.
You're playing games, Terrell.
I would.
No position got worse on offense. They all got better. Let's talk defense.
I would think.
Let's talk defense.
No. I would think the offensive line got better, but it seems that they really haven't.
Come on, man.
They're mediocre, average.
They got better than
line.
last year.
How?
They got better than last year. They're better than last year. They're better than last year. They're better than last year.
Well, I'll have to bring it up again. I keep saying it. They averaged 18.5 points last year on offense. You take out the pick sixes against Power 5 opponents, Power 4 opponents. So far this year, and they're averaging 20 points.
Well, then you got to look at the coaches too, okay? Stop looking at the players. It ain't their fault. It ain't their fault that in a 3rd and 11, we call a run. Is that their fault? It's 3rd and 11. You got a gunslinger back there that you went and paid all this money to that we love and adore. You ain't got all these receivers. You got running backs that can catch out of the backfield. On 3rd and 11, you call a run with the smallest back you got.
Well, sometimes they do 3rd and 1 and they
pass. Well, my point exactly. We can't just look at the young men and say, they're not calling the plays. They're not calling a 3rd and 11 run. A 3rd and 1 pass. Wait, I do better than that. A 3rd and 2 when all we needed was the first down to extend the drive to run the clock out. And we throw the ball to the back of the end zone. Incomplete pass. Great play call. But you got to execute the play call. Incomplete pass, the clock stops. Come on, man. It don't take a rocket science to figure this thing out. It's a collective group. Coach White is great. But I'm saying, at what point do what you do start to pay you? Because you can say whatever you want. Oh, we got the number 3 defense in the country.
They catching fire.
We the number 6 defense, 15th defense in the country last year. But we was 5 and 6. You blame it on the offense?
First year.
You're going to blame it on the offense?
I would blame quite a bit of it on the offense.
Well, that lets me know that you guys ain't coaches. And you ain't team guys.
How?
Because team guys look at the whole team.
How?
It's a team thing.
Oh.
They all lost. Offense, defense, special teams, all lost. Guess what? The same guys that are playing defense and offense are there on what?
Well, if you look at it as a general manager,
Special team.
if you look at it as a general manager, you're going to have to fix what's not working.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Well, you what makes you say this defense is working because of the rank right now?
Not the rank.
You did it last year.
No, this defense is playing at a level right now. For the last 3 games, yeah, they started off slow, but as they pick up their pace, they get better and better and better each week that we seen. And that's what great defenses do. They get better, not go down.
You said great.
You're
putting them in the great category.
No,
now.
they're turning over. If they can make this turnover, they will be a great defense.
I'm not saying that I think the defense.
It's good defense right now.
The defense is why we're 5-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean, but we have to get that offensive spark to get this offense back up.
Well, the offensive spark is sparked by somebody being an enforcer, doing something other than with the ball.
Yeah, we don't need to be that team to lose the last 5 out of 6 games, because then we're just 6-6.
Well, and then you have to look and ask yourself a question.
Yeah.
What's the difference between last year if that happened?
Nothing.
Exactly. So how you talking raises then?
Well,
that's what I'm telling you.
Now
if we go 8-4, 9-3,
yeah,
10-2,
yeah,
11-1.
That's what I'm saying.
Raises for everybody from the popcorn guy all the way up to the.
No, I know a kid who sell popcorn. They don't get any good money.
We still make a little bit more.
They lost more when they went cashless. Yeah, I have a little kid.
They lost more when they went cashless. That
used to make blank so much for one box. Now he just gets this for one box.
Yeah, I don't like if I'm that little guy, I don't like the cashless deal.
Yeah. Hey, I got a list of the top 10 defensive coordinators in the nation. I want to go up with you next, and we're going to compare that to what Tony White is making. And that's the only conversation I wanted to have.
Are you saying top 10 as if the team is top 10 too? Is the team top 10 too?
Some of them lost 4 games. Some of them lost
this
2
year?
games. This year.
Okay, but when they were winning and on top,
well, some of them lost 3-4 games last year. So we'll talk about that.
We'll see what teams these
93.7 the ticket.
Holla.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. We want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Coppell. Get 0% financing at Coppell. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Coppell. So please stop on by or check us out online at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did 0% with roof credit.
The Lincoln Stars' next 2 home games are next weekend against a pair of Iowa opponents. Join us Friday, October 11th for a 7:05 p.m. matchup with the Des Moines Buccaneers, and then again the next night, Saturday, October 12th, for a 6:05 p.m. puck drop against the Waterloo Blackhawks. October is here, and we can't wait to see you at the Icebox. Get your tickets for next weekend's games and all future home games now at LincolnStars.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. It is I, the Black Shirt. Bach, what do we have here, Bach? We have something that Rabbit Hole Bakery brings us every Wednesday or Thursday. They bring us a treat to try out, and we give our little taste test. This is a white chocolate fresh raspberry cookie. Brand new flavor in the cafe at Rabbit Hole Bakery, 8th and Q, below Tipsy Tina. Bach, let me get your taste test.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. White chocolate, very, very good. Raspberries. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. That's a good recipe for me.
He said, are you on? Are you showing you eat the cookie? You gotta put your face on there eating the cookie. That's how it works, Bob. You can't be eating the cookie talking about, oh yeah, it's good. It's
Why don't
great.
you eat the cookie?
Nah, I'm on a diet.
So
I don't eat cookies anymore.
Last segment we was talking about defenses, Tony White.
Mm-hmm.
But I got this list of defensive coordinators in the nation. Who's the top?
Can you please stop smacking?
So the cookie's good.
I know, but stop that. I can't do the down south sucking of the teeth. That doesn't work.
So at number 10, the defense coordinator from Texas, 1.8. Deserving? Yeah.
Seems like number one team in the nation.
Wait, how much is Coach White making?
1.6.
1.6. No, we're gonna get up there.
Wait, no, stop. Texas is what in the nation?
Okay, we're gonna keep
They
going.
the best
We're gonna
team
keep
in
going.
the country.
We're gonna keep going.
Go ahead.
Let us keep going. Ohio State, 1.9. Deserving, yeah.
Okay.
Iowa, 1.9.
They've been stealing. But they've had the number one defense in the Big Ten for years.
Phil Parker deserves everything and more. I'd give that guy.
No, they don't. They ain't won. When was the last time Iowa won a Big Ten? And how many times have they won a Big Ten?
Are you really going to argue that the offense and the defensive numbers? I mean, that team thing's nice to say in a locker room, but in the real world, there's quite a bit of difference between the offense and defense production, especially at a place like Iowa. The defense is the only reason Iowa has been able to win 9 games the last
I said,
couple of years.
okay, I get that part.
All right.
Historically last year.
I said that they were at the top of the Big Ten in defense every year.
Yeah.
So he's deserving of that. Go ahead.
USC.
They still haven't won anything.
2.0.
They're stealing. Go ahead. They're stealing. The head coach
taking that hero trophy.
Al Golden, Notre Dame. 2.0.
I mean, Notre Dame has never had a dark time that we can, in my lifetime, that I can tell you about.
All right.
A super dark time.
Like a long period of
a long period of.
I've had a bad season here and there. But.
UGA.
Well, wait, hold on a minute.
Okay.
A long drought, 5 to 10 years of losing seasons.
No.
Have you ever seen that in Notre Dame?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
Georgia, 2.0.
We're defending a 2-time champ in the last 5 years. You can't deny that.
Florida State, number 4. 2.0.
Again,
coming off a good year.
Florida State.
What's that Florida State done?
Nothing.
Yeah.
But nothing.
0-4 this year.
Well, but Florida State
1-4.
But Florida State is just now starting to hit the skids.
Yeah.
In the last 2-3 years, they're hitting the skids. I tell you, the beginning of the end of Florida State was when this whole tobacco happened, when they did them bad, when the NCAA did them dirty.
Absolutely.
And said that they didn't deserve, that a 2-loss team deserved to be in the championship in front of a 0-loss team.
All right. Number 3. Ole Miss, 2.1.
It's the
Yeah,
SEC. They giving out the money. It's all good.
All right.
But Ole Miss when's the last time Ole Miss had a losing season?
I don't know.
And
Okay.
if they did, who was the quarterback?
New coaching staff on this team, Michigan, 2.3.
Defending champ.
No, the Michigan's the defensive coordinator new.
Well, he's a new. The head coach is new.
The head coach ain't new. The head coach is an offensive line coach.
I think
who got promoted.
I think the
coordinator, and then up to the coach when coach was gone, Harbaugh was gone, and then they gave him the job again.
That's the offensive coordinator.
That's what I'm talking about. Defensive coordinator was already there.
Well, he's for a new coach though. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? It's Michigan.
I feel you. LSU, 2.5.
I mean, it's LSU.
All right, Bob. The bottom is 1.8. The top is 2.5. What would you put Tony Wright in there, Bob, if you had to pay him?
Well, I mean, I think you could argue that he's pretty close. I mean, the bottom was 1.8, right? Like you said, he's at 1.6.
Yeah, he just stirred up the pot for no reason.
I think if you're going to want to keep Tony White, if
you just doubled him up.
Well, that's the price. Is if he's going to do this again at Nebraska. Part of the reason that Tom Osborne should be so revered and respected across college football is not that he's been able to win at USC or Texas or Florida. It's that he does it at Nebraska. And so there's a little bit more of a challenge to having a top 10 defense at Nebraska, I would say, than some of these other schools. So I think you have to factor that in. I think that's why the Ole Miss guy stands out. Because they have Ole
You
Miss
guys
be a
must be
top
getting
10 teams the last couple of years. That's not necessarily Ole Miss historically as a program.
Are you getting a percentage of his contract?
No.
Sound like you guys are
No,
lobbying for him to get more money. And I'm saying to you guys, can we be consistent over Can we be consistent over a 3 or 4 year span before we start doling out the dollar?
Not when other teams are trying to get
Scott Frost and their whole staff got a raise, right?
Didn't deserve
Everybody gets raises. That's kind of how it goes.
Oh, it don't go that way. No, it doesn't.
That's
every year.
You don't get a raise
people.
for not. Excuse me, sir. Have you ever got a raise for not doing a good job?
This is not me. I'm talking about college football.
College football. Who besides Nebraska do you know has a losing record that every year every coaching staff over the last 10 years has gotten a raise and they've been on the losing side of things? You tell me.
Well, Nebraska's the only team that's lost as consistently as they have over the last 10 years.
Who has gotten, the question was again, who has gotten a raise for being an under 500 team other than Nebraska? I'm asking. That's a question. Text line's open. Somebody tell me what football team, organization is giving their coaches raises after years of dismal football. Who does that?
Northwestern.
The money is moving up. That's part of the reason why the money in the coaches is moving up is the universities, are making more money off these TV contracts and stuff like that. And it's going to keep happening. So I
much
think
did
that's
Coach
part of the
Osborne
reason.
make?
Like $300,000
No, he did
by
not.
the end of his career.
No, he did not. 1997, he made $125,000. Did you know that?
I think it's a little more, but it's okay.
Well,
here's the thing. You got to
somebody fact check that. I don't care if it was or not. I don't know if it is.
It wasn't a whole lot more.
It can't be more.
Look,
It wasn't in the 200,000, sir.
The reason I say you have to pay these coaches because then you got the NFL coming stealing coaches.
What
you know,
NFL? Who wants to go to the NFL?
Georgia offensive coordinator. What his name was, Bob? Went to Baltimore.
About the money they have.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Rule is building this thing for short-term thinking.
Yeah,
but I think we're building this for long-term thinking. And if you tell me that this 3-3-5 Coach White defense is where Coach White wants them at, I would from the rafters, I would tell you that's a lie.
But they're getting better over a period of time.
They are getting better.
Going up.
This is only year 2.
Their stock going up. Offense stock is going.
Bro,
it's how you play.
Nah, man,
it's how you play. Look at the last 3 games.
Stop.
The last 3 games. What happened?
As far as what? Defense played well.
Play. Yeah,
they still missing tackles.
Okay, missing tackles, but
a lot of them.
They're not getting scored on.
You're not playing nobody. Stop talking like we played Ohio State.
Who do you think we're going to play every year?
Indiana is coming. How about that?
We know that.
They're averaging 500 yards. Now, let's stop them. Then y'all can talk about a 50-cent raise. But you don't get to talk, and we haven't played. We don't get to talk raises.
Every team.
Can we talk consistency?
Look, Rutgers.
Can we talk tackling?
Okay, every team that come in here the last 3 games, they averaged this, but they didn't come up with this. They came below that. That rushing game that
you
Rutgers
haven't played the
that
best.
Rutgers had.
The best.
What happened to it?
That wasn't that good. The best team.
They weren't that good because they played somebody.
Team. Okay, I agree with you. The best team that we played is who all year? Well, who's the best team?
Passing wise,
overall, what was the best team we played?
Probably Colorado.
So you said Colorado's better than Illinois?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. In the Illinois game, how many points did we put up?
28.
How many points did
24.
they put up?
Huh?
We gave up 31 in overtime.
24.
I don't talk about this overtime as a part of the game. If you sent it in overtime, you gave up 31 points.
If games go to multiple overtimes, that changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah, but you gave up 31 points is my point. Okay? So you guys are talking about, and before that, how many did Colorado score? We know they beat us in the second half, right? They scored in the second half.
They scored 10.
In the second half.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So you gave up 31 to Illinois. He said Colorado better than Illinois. Make it make sense, Bob.
Well, I don't know if Colorado is better than Illinois. It'd be a good game. It'd be a good game, I think. I don't know if it's one way or the other, but the again, that Illinois
you gave
game,
up 31 to Illinois.
That's the outlier. You haven't given up more than 10 in any of the other games. That's 5 games. I don't care who you play.
You play UTEP. No, that's not
I don't
true.
care
Stop
who you
it.
play.
Stop.
There's not teams doing that. It's tough to do.
I'm not saying that there's not teams doing that.
Yeah, but now you talk about Indiana, Coastal Carolina. Who else they played, Bach? What? Read it off again, Bach. Who they play?
You going off the same stats for the defense. You going off the same stat book.
I'm just saying.
We about to play somebody that's averaging 500 plus yards of offense.
That's easy. They ain't playing
Now,
nobody.
if we shut them down, now you can start talking about a quarter raise, 50 cents. Don't come up here talking about doubling nobody's $1.6 million salary.
Indiana won't get.
No, the problem is, Bob. Here's the problem.
They won't get 500.
Here's the problem. We're paying massive amount of dollars for mediocre play. I said it. Y'all throw it to break.
Boo-hoo. All right. He's steaming hot. He's the the captain, 93.7 the ticket.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light south breeze and an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 61. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds and an afternoon high around 87. I'm meteorologist Kyle Cook from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, We would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Where you get that 250 at? 2655 says in 1997, Coach Osborne's salary, not with bonuses, was $138,000 and received a $50,000 bonus for winning the national championship, of which he did what with? What did he do with the $50,000 bonus that he won the championship with? What did he do with it?
Spread it out to the other coaches.
Thank you. See, that's when you are at the top and you know how to keep your guys in-house. You give them the money that was earmarked for you.
How many raises you thought he got for winning the Big 10, Big 8, Big 12?
None. Couldn't have been. He only made $138,000. You got to think in 1997, the league minimum was like almost 300. It was 2 and some change. So, you know, I mean, I was on IR and made 160. It's a good time. He said, man, Drew and Wahoo said, man yells at clouds equal VJ. 4746 says, I agree with the black shirt. VJ better sit out a couple of plays. So I'm not afraid to read you guys. You don't have to agree with me. I like it. Teams are made up of parts. And if one part is the cause of a problem, you blame that part. It's just like a car. If a part doesn't work, you blame the part of the car. So are we saying that the offense ain't working? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that the offense is worse than special teams? Is that what you're saying?
Last 3 games, they've been playing about the same.
Special teams is such a mess.
Yeah, special teams
that
is
you
worse.
can't say that.
I mean, realistically, come on. Realistically, you telling me that this offense, second half woes and all, I get it. But this is a better offense than last year.
If I had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, with the last couple of games I've seen, probably a 5. Special teams,
I agree with that.
A 2. Defense, probably a 7.
That's a good assessment. I like that. DeWitt Ron says biggest offensive improvement has been limited turnover.
Yeah,
I think so.
Quarterback, basically. There's a lot of quarterback turnovers last year. Well,
but, last 2 games, 3 games, he's thrown an interception, ain't he?
Well, he's got 3 interceptions on the year.
I got to get to this one. Raider fan. Austin Drapo says VJ is absolutely on one today. Wonder what's on AM radio.
That preacher.
Yeah, go on and turn to AM radio, why don't you? I never call run in my backyard when it's 3rd and 11. You call run in your backyard on 3rd and 11?
I don't even call run on 3rd and 11 when I play college football.
That was like a draw. That really doesn't look good if it doesn't go anywhere.
Now, if I'm in field goal range and I know I can make the kick, sure. If I'm like 3rd and 11 from the 25, I might just run it. And if I have a draw,
something that to surprise them, not just a flat out run.
If I have a comfortable lead, I would probably run it on 3rd and 11 and kick the field goal to add
with the same offense
to my lead.
With the same offense?
With the same offense, yeah.
You said you'd do what?
I would probably run it on 3rd and 11. If I'm on the 25, say 25.
You're going to run it on 3rd and 11 just to line it up for your field goal kick?
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart football.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take the point.
I'm good with that.
Take the points.
I'm good with that.
But it depends on my offense.
If your field goals is getting blocked, your field goal kicker can't kick from the hash. Now what you do?
Last week, the kid didn't even get a chance last week. Last week was the best week to give him a chance to redeem himself. It won't work unless you try. And if you don't try, it won't work.
Subpar hacker, thank you. 6651, thank you. The word that I was looking for was diversify.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Our offense, to me, has many weapons. Now, some of those guys they're going to have to step outside or step above the rest of the guys that put themselves, I think, in a better position to help us win more football games.
Well, we question
but
ourselves.
I'm intrigued by this offense. I feel better by this offense having the ball than I ever did last year, ever, in any game.
Yeah, but then I question myself. I see Wisconsin score 44 points against Purdue.
Yeah.
And we only scored, 21? Defense scored 1.
Yeah. But you got to think on you had a ball that was deflected. You had you guys remember, you don't remember all the calls that got called back in that game?
Well, it was all defensive pass interference, a lot of it.
Yeah, we should have capitalized on
a
them
couple
the
of
most.
offensive plays that got called back, long runs.
Again, the bottom line is they're averaging 20 points per game without the defense's help against Power 5 opponents. So, I mean, is it way better than the offense last year? Yeah, but you're the offense last year was compared to this year's special teams, like bottom of the barrel in college football. So, I mean, there should be something for improvement, named for improvement. But at the same time, if you kept Casey Thompson and didn't chase him off and bring Jeff Sims, maybe you wouldn't have had such a bad offense to begin with, and then you couldn't claim, hey, we've made so many strides.
All right, you might have you've got a point there. You've got a point. But that's what I'm saying as far as keeping the guys in-house. We cannot afford, whether it's a coach, whether it's a player, you can't afford to have this revolving door of just musical chairs. guys coming in, guys getting out, guys coming in, guys coming out. You will never have the consistency that you need in order to win games if you don't stay. If guys don't know that Coach White, if I'm a defensive guy and I've been watching Nebraska football get better on defense, and I'm a linebacker, and then I'm hearing, well, Coach White, leave. Do you think I'm coming? If I want to go play for Coach White, do you think I'm coming? If I want to play for Nebraska, but also want to play for Coach White. Coach White's getting ready to go transfer to Syracuse. I'm from the Midwest. You think I'm going to follow him to Syracuse? No. Because I wanted to come to Nebraska and play for Coach White because I've watched what he's built in the last 2 years. The guys that are in high school right now are watching what Nebraska football and Nebraska football coaches are doing right now. The 17-year-olds, the 16-year-olds, they're watching.
Well, that's not the case because I wanted to play for Coach. What's his name?
You're old.
What's his name? What's the coach name?
You're from Georgia.
What about
Bowl.
no, not Coach Bowl. Kevin Steele.
Yes.
I came from Kevin Steele. He left.
You did not come from Kevin Steele. No, you did not.
How did I not?
You didn't come from
How
Kevin
did I
Steele.
not?
You did not come for Kevin Steele.
He brung me in the.
You did not. You did not come for Kevin Steele. No, you answered the question yourself.
Coach.
You didn't come for Kevin Steele. I didn't say he wasn't great.
I didn't know Coach Bowl was coming here.
Hold up a second.
When I came in the
McBride was here, sir.
Yeah, but
he was a lot. McBride was.
Rashawn,
If this is McBride, here's Steele.
Here's your problem.
What?
Let's get this out the way right quick.
Go ahead.
Stop telling me why, and I'm telling you why.
Telling me why what?
When I
You never told this story. This is brand new.
I didn't sit down in a meeting with Coach McBride when I came to visit. You sit down with that position coach, and what he put in my ear.
Who recruited you?
Coach Gill. He was a primary recruiter.
Thank you.
But he wasn't here.
Hey, I rest my case, Your Honor.
He was my recruiter.
Yeah.
But when
Coach Steele wasn't calling you on the phone like that.
When you come
Stop
to recruit, when you come on your visit, you meet with the position coach.
Of course you do. You
so
got
I
to.
met Coach Steele. We kicked it off lovely. That's what I'm saying. I was coming to play for him.
No, you wasn't. Stop it.
Oh my God.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, whatever.
This will be one time when I'm drawing the line in the sand. I ain't buying that you came for Coach Steele and then he left
you. Yeah.
He left you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you playing for Coach Steele and he left you.
Yeah.
Oh, you was coming. Did he want you to play for him?
Yeah.
I don't know. He left you. He left you.
Whatever, VJ.
He left you. He left you. Where'd he go? He left you.
He went to the pros.
Okay. So he left you.
Yeah.
So then a guy that goes out and if I'm Coach Steele and I went and recruited you, and I said, look, Terrell, you are the best thing since sliced bread, and we need you bad. How bad would you feel if I really courted you, and then bounced on you? Come on, man.
Well, it wasn't.
And
that
then
bad,
been like,
though.
yeah, you know what, Terrell? Matter of fact, I don't even think Coach Steele told you bye, did he?
No.
Exactly.
Did he tell you bye?
He ain't tell anybody bye.
All right, then.
My point.
Okay. But when I got here, it was a new position coach that I never met before. Okay.
You could have left.
No, nobody wanted to leave back then.
That's
why they should keep old rules. Okay.
You just proved my point.
Either you stay at that school or you go a level down. You don't go a level up.
You do not go a level up.
Unless you're willing to sit out that year.
Right.
Mostly don't want to sit out a year. Because if you sat out a year back then, you're probably going to flunk out.
Yeah, your career is probably over.
Yeah. You know, that's 9 times out of 10, Bach. If you was going to transfer back in the 90s, you're probably going to flunk out because you had to sit out a year. You didn't have any football. You didn't do all this. So blank and blank now.
I was trying to get some. I was looking at 9061 Bach. I don't know if you want to kind of decipher that. I can't. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Mike from Wahoo here. What is your guys' final record prediction this year for Nebraska?
Hopefully, I want to say 9-3, but 8-4 to the least.
I would say I'm looking at, well, if you're not including the bowl game, and how can you predict a bowl game, especially in these days?
Come on, Mr. Defense.
I would say probably 7 or 8 wins is where Nebraska projects right now.
Keyword, probably 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Well, I mean, we look at the remaining games that they're favored in, and so just taking my bias out of it, then it would be the home games, Wisconsin and UCLA. Every other game they're dogs in right now.
So you saying that you go with the favorites, you go with what the analytics say. So we should win 7 games from your perspective.
Right. Okay. I think it would be solid. I think it would be very impressive to win 8. I think that would be, and if you get to 9, that'd be obviously then you're on top of the world, but it'd take a bit.
I think winning 8 games this season would be a super success for me.
Yeah.
Because it shows that no, we're not just shooting for a bowl game, but we're also shooting to be the best in the Big Ten and then to be the best in the country. And that's going to take time. But I think when you have a curve and you shoot low, your ceiling is low. What if you don't hit the mark? You're so far off, it's pathetic. So I think we should continue to aim high, continue to see if we can't go undefeated, if we can't win them all. I'm not going to give you my prediction. I don't know because I don't know which team is going to show up. So I hope that we can finally, you guys tell me this, have we put one complete game together? Like where we played all 3 facets at a high level?
No.
Well, I would hope to see that versus Indiana. And then moving forward, when you got Ohio State coming up next. I mean, guys, this is the meat and potatoes of the season. There's no reason to be trying to throw these accolades out now. It's too early. Let's finish the season and see where we finish in defense. Let's see if we can't get listen. If Coach White figures out how to beat Ohio State, everything y'all saying, I think it's true. You double him up in salary and you make sure he stays here. Right?
I think if Nebraska beats Ohio State and the defense has a lot to do with it, Coach White's gone.
No, he's not. Stop saying that, Bob.
It'd be tough to get unless he wants to do what like Oklahoma's defensive coordinator for the longest time went over to Clemson. Brent Venables, he was like a lifetime defensive coordinator. Say, sure, I'll take $2 million instead.
Look, I'm looking at the schedule next year. It's even better than this year.
What is it?
Cincinnati, Akron. Who is HCU? Holy Cross University?
It's some team.
Holy Cross University.
It's like
they
need to replace that game.
Yeah. Holy Cross University.
HCU.
Oh my gosh.
That's not what it is.
Maryland.
What
something.
is
I think it's like Holy Baptist or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
still
not
HCU. Whatever it is, it's something that we've never heard of.
It's even worse.
Hey, let's see if we can't mix that. Put Grambling in there. Let Grambling come get a whooping.
So you got Cincinnati, Akron, HCU, whichever who that is, Holy Cross, Holy Cathedral, Maryland, Minnesota, Iowa, Michigan, Michigan State, Northwestern, USC, Penn State, UCLA. Wow.
What are you saying, Todd?
That's a 10-2 record. If you see it, it might be 10-1.
Y'all, hey, listen, do not listen to Terrell. I don't even know why we talking about next year.
But I'm just looking at the
that is not going. I'm not buying any of that.
What do you? Hey, okay.
I ain't buying any of that next year because we still got 6 games to play.
That might be scratched anyway. So let's talk about something. The SEC and the Big Ten are trying to get together and have like how the basketball do the Big Ten versus the SEC?
Yeah.
So they're going to try to do that in football.
Mm-hmm.
The SEC versus the Big Ten in a couple of non-conference games.
I mean,
it's better.
The money thing is what's the reason? What's the reason behind doing it?
Because they're 2 of the most powerful leagues in college football,
and
they're trying to they're trying to grasp the whole college football playoff. 4 teams apiece. They're trying to do a lot of things.
Well, and I think it's also supposed to like kind of even out scheduling, so everybody's not, one team's not playing Houston Christian, which is the team Nebraska's playing, loading up with Houston Christians, and then the other, somebody else has got to go through.
Who is Houston? What are they?
I think it used to be Houston Baptist. I have to go back and look.
What are they?
They're in the Southland Conference, whatever that is. They're FBS.
You could name one team in the Southland Conference, King.
Jacksonville State, probably.
You might be right. I thought Jacksonville State was an HBCU.
No.
So it was formerly Houston Baptist, is what it was.
Oh my God.
VJ, we thought about Trev Albers being here. No guarantees in college or pro sports. So stop.
Yeah, everything's about money.
Everybody knew they wanted Trev to still be here. And come on now, you don't normally. That's not a normal move.
We didn't think he was.
That's not a normal move.
To
get the things headed in the right direction as far as all the other sports and football included. Big time hire. You're an alumni and then leave. Guys, don't be naive. That's not normal. That's not a normal move. Okay. Damn, VJ yelling in the studio to make you right. It don't make you right. Culligan J, I know that. What?
Nothing.
I'm not saying I'm right because I'm yelling.
Is yelling power?
I'm just a little.
Yelling power? Is
not
that
at all.
Is that a powerful move?
Not at all. It doesn't do anything to yell.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was the case, then Nebraska football would be great. We died. I'm just saying. Yelling don't get you anything. You know what gets you something?
What?
Hard work.
Yeah.
Practice.
Practice.
Hard work beats talent.
Practice.
When talent don't work hard. Let me say that one more time. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th. Paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Nebraska football banked 3 wins early. It had to do that. Seeing the win against Purdue, seeing the win against Northern Iowa, even Colorado, I feel like, at least for me, the wins have been secondary. I've been trying to nitpick, they have to do this better, they have to do this better. Nick, I'm going to spot now with both the Royals, helping me see with the Huskers, we got to learn to love these teams for who they are. The bar has changed.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Then we can go. Jip, jip, jibbity hop, hop, hippy, hip, hippy hop, hop, hip, hip, hip. The Huskers 5-1. There we go. We're going to play Indiana on the road. We got to get the victory for Ohio State. We're going to go 8-4. That's our slate. Yeah.
Who have we played? Works for the offense, too. Only scored 14 points on a Rutgers team where Washington put up 500 yards and lost. It's a team game, man. 7783 says this: every team Nebraska has played besides Purdue has been undefeated when Nebraska played them.
Illinois.
Byron Hall Farmer says Nebraska played way better teams. Husker P, hate to say it, but VJ's right. No raises till team performance improves admirably. That's about wins and losses. Money G in Kansas. I just want to get to them because I like, I think sometimes we forget about the text line. Just another reason Dr. Tom was the GOAT.
He wasn't selfish.
Nope. Bill and Bennett says the show is an hour old, but I still haven't heard.
Oh.
And you promised.
Oh, yeah, at the end.
I wasn't going to say that.
We got at the end.
And you promised.
Get
Get your recordings ready because it's coming next segment.
Brad said a lot of swing passes. Lemon, our offense just can't play a whole 4 quarters. I think that's the problem. We get tired in the fourth. 1,000, we're going to score 35 points on Indiana.
And we better hold them to 14.
Eric says the old arguing couple is back. Someone needs to check VJ's blood pressure. What do you mean? Why?
You know why.
Why? My blood pressure is lower than yours.
You're walking.
I can beat you running. I can beat you
You
doing
cannot
anything.
beat me running,
I'll
man.
think you.
Stop
I can do
it.
all kind of stuff.
Stop it.
You got to be kidding
You
me
cannot
right now.
beat me
You are
running.
old has-been.
I don't
You
care.
over the hill. It's
Look,
over
dude,
with.
You want to bet
It's
some money?
done.
You want to bet some money?
Yes, we already have
50 yards.
We don't even got to go that far. We can go 30.
No, there's no such thing as the 30-yard race.
Red Riles, Coach White could be the next Kirby Smart.
We get the right talent.
Well, stay here and be Kirby Smart.
You have to get the right talent
Go
for
to
that
Georgia.
defense, though.
Mr. Cubs, 7-5. Too many issues on special teams and offensive line to win. Most of these are upcoming games. I agree with that. Wild Bill says Coach White has a $7 million buyout. What? He ain't going nowhere.
What? $7 million ain't nothing to college football.
That's a lot of money.
$7 million?
That's a lot of money.
Hey,
That's a lot of money.
How much did they give old boy from Texas A&M?
Yeah, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But they gave him all that money to leave because he was terrible.
Yeah.
They'll give you money to leave. They ain't always gonna be like, we'll pay you $7 million, then we're gonna pay you another $7 million to coaches.
Do you think the teams will pay that money?
Well, remember Nebraska cut Scott Frost. They could have saved $7 million by having him coach another week. So if somebody needs it,
paid him right out the door. Here you go,
That's
Scott.
right.
Hey, matter of fact, I tell you what.
What time you want me there? What time you want me to leave?
Remember when we didn't know him and Trev Alvarez had this thing all planned up. You remember when he was skipping down the steps, looking like the Joker?
Yeah.
He was on his. He knew then. They're gonna fire me after this game. Great. I'm gonna get $16 million to leave. Even better. You ain't never got paid to leave a job. You've never been fired from a job and they said, hey, we got a parting gift for you. Here's your salary times 10. No, they fire you and it's over. Goodbye. Go clean your stuff out. If it's the NFL, they don't even tell you to clean your stuff out. Bring your playbook in. You lose some stuff. Best thing they can do is get you in the first round, a first class flight to wherever you want to go. 2430 says, pay Tony White what he wants. Best coach we have. Sounds like somebody that would just pay for anything. Can't wait to hear y'all's prediction for Indiana. You got one?
Not yet. Next week.
You gonna wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Aggie says this: in this era of college football, we will never see the loyalty of coaching staff like T.O. had.
Never.
Well, what's Clemson doing?
They're doing nothing.
No. You said loyalty of coaching staff. Clemson's coaches have not left, right?
Well, Clemson also not very good at winning lately.
They're better than us.
No, they're not.
Oh my word, Bob. Why do you
They
let
have
him?
been better
Why do
than
you let him? I don't even understand it. Why you let him say stuff like that when you know?
I think we're better.
You
than
know
Clemson.
he's flat out wrong.
I think we're
Give
better
me
than Clemson.
Give me Clemson's last 5-year record.
Oh, we're gonna go on that part, huh?
What other part can you go on? I don't care about what the stats say. The stats don't mean nothing in the record books. You can wear just like Washington, have 500 yards on Rutgers, but in the win-loss column, it's a L. Don't nobody care about them 500 yards. Whoever goes at the end of the season and goes back and look at people's win-loss and be like, oh, yeah, that was a game. They did 500 yards and still lost. You don't even do that. They lost.
Their schedule just as weak as ours.
Who's?
Clemson.
I ain't even talking about the schedule. I'm talking about the last 5-year record. What have they been since they've been so garbage? That's what I need to know.
their garbage would be celebrated here at Nebraska.
Thank you.
Their 9-3 seasons, they're not happy with them.
Thank you. What are you talking about? You ain't seen 9-3 since Riley did it, and he barely did it. 7943 says this: I don't get why Tony White is such a high commodity. I would think the Iowa defensive coordinator would be more of a hot commodity.
Well,
Iowa's been able to keep Phil Parker around. That is,
yeah.
it is
I mean,
incredible to see.
because the defense. I mean, his defense is the heart of the team. I mean, and Iowa always, if you can win 9 games with a defense like that, with an offense like that, it shows you how strong their defense is.
But I think part of it too is, and whatever they've done, like we said with Venables before, longtime defensive coordinator Phil Parker, you've been able to keep around a long time if you're at Iowa. It doesn't feel the same in Tony White's case because Matt Rule has already spoken out about how Tony White wants to be a head coach someday. So there's clearly ambition on Tony White's side, and maybe he's waiting for the right job to pick.
Can we build something here?
Goal.
You haven't built anything yet.
Well, Coach Rule also said he put his coaches in the best position for them to get jobs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's no use trying to hold on to something that's not really
crazy.
Not saying that we don't really own the guy. We just renting him. You know what I'm saying?
You've been a great husband for this year and a half.
No, it's like having.
By the way, I just wanted to let you know, Sherry down the street got a better deal for me. Man, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, come on, man. Let's build for 5 years. Give me 5 years, Coach White. Give me 5.
Good luck. You don't get 5 years out of Matt. Some people are still looking for 5 years out of Matt Rule.
What are you talking about? Matt Rule got hammered at Carolina. That's different.
Well, what about Temple? Temple, Baylor?
What do you think? He's at Temple. He's at Baylor. No, who wants to be at Temple? Who wants to be at Baylor?
I thought you're just the guy. Let's sit and build something for 5 years.
Nah, but when you get your dream job, I believe that this is his dream job. And it ain't Penn State. Y'all take that out of y'all
James
equation.
Franklin, he's up for the Florida State job.
Man, James Franklin better keep getting paid at Penn State and lead them. James Franklin is not the coach to go to Florida State. He is not that coach. He is not that guy. He is not. James Franklin is not that guy.
Do you think that, Bob?
No.
We'll see.
He's not that guy. It make more sense Deion Sanders going to Florida State than you tell me James Franklin.
The problem is, Florida State's in a comparable position where, Penn State's in the Big Ten. Florida State's trying to get out of the ACC. I don't know if that would be a great jump.
Well, you get athletes, though. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, Florida State speaks for itself. That's what it does. Its
brand name didn't carry into the playoffs last year.
Well, that was last year because of the biased people on that board.
We'll see. I'm just not sure that Florida State's a big jump.
I can tell you what, we all agree that Florida State got dissed last year, and it's the most shameful thing that ever happened probably in college football. Right or wrong?
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
So
up there,
but at the same time, you are who you are when you ain't won but one game since last year.
Yeah, but all you guys that turn the radio off. If you don't listen, I get it, but we're here we got to look at what's going to make us great, and I get it. 5-1 is awesome. 5-1 is awesome, man. It's awesome for me. I love those jokers over there at One Memorial Drive, from the coaches to the players. So don't ever doubt that. But we do got to look at what we can do to get better, because the season is a long season. You got to get better week in, week out. That's all I'm saying.
Every week you got to build another brand of your defense or your offense.
Brent Venables left Clemson. After how long? How long was Brent Venables there when he left?
Oh, he's a long time.
That's all I'm saying. Is if you build something with a team for a while, then leave, then go. But I think Coach White is building something great here and special. And I would imagine that it's not even close to being where he wants it at. So I would like to see a Coach White 3-3-5 offense with all of the pieces that he wants to play at a high level. And I think it'll be a different defense. Offense is coming. Special teams need help. We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey guys, it's Nick. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday at 8 p.m. from Seacrest Field as Grand Island takes on Lincoln North Star. The Gators are 4-2 on the year and led by head coach James Thompson, while the Islanders are still searching for their first win of 2024. Kickoff is slated for 8 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 7:45 p.m. It's the Islanders and the Gators this Friday on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know. And I can't go home.
We can go home.
I said, I know, I can't go home. I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know. And I can't go home. I said, I know, I can't go home. I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game. I lost my baby in a pool game, and I know I just can't go home.
There we go. That's a long-awaited edition of "Lost My Baby at a Pool Game." Way to go! Once again, there. Hopefully, I know we heard the other day somebody once said as the ringtone. Hopefully, they're recording right there.
Till to come down, I record it. I got to we'll make an instrumental, send it to his phone, and we'll make it.
That's right.
Yeah, he could be the backup singer.
Hey, don't take my job. That's my job.
Yeah, he can fill in for Vershawn.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not in here anyway.
That's right. Well, we probably should get to our games of the weekend. We're supposed to have, at least Vershawn says, we're supposed to get these games in before. But it is a big weekend. I know Nebraska's not playing, but there are several games of interest. Certainly number 2, Ohio State at number 3, Oregon. You can hear that here on 93.7 The Ticket. Number 1, Texas at number 18, Oklahoma. Red River rivalry. That will also be here on 93.7 The Ticket. So a couple ranked matchups, a lot of obvious games I think to pick from here, and then a few that maybe not so obvious, but could be quite some fun to pick. Are you guys ready to pick our games for the year?
All right,
for the week.
Yeah, let's go with this first one. Friday night game. We pick Friday night games, don't we, Bob?
Sure. Yeah, keep it interesting.
Utah 4-1 versus Arizona State 4-1. What do you think about that one, guys?
That's not a bad one. I think Utah's like a 4-point favorite there. At one time, if you would have started
3.5.
3.5. At the start of the year, Arizona State, with Coach Kenny Dillingham, they've been on it. They've done well. Maybe doesn't look like a world beater right now, but they've done well to at least, I think, already match last year's win total at the beginning of the year. I would think this would be Utah's a 2 touchdown favorite. But so credit to Arizona State for making it interesting. And on a Friday night, who knows?
Yeah, never know.
Utah.
No, we're not. We're just picking the games, not the winner.
Well, we're gonna wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else you got, Bach? Which one you think? Well, Texas, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. You gotta do that one.
Obviously one.
Yeah, Texas is favored by 14.5 there, but it does look like Quinn Ewers will return and start, so might not see too much of Arch Manning.
Yeah, that was a big deal that they were talking about with Arch Manning. They said Quentin Ewers is the starter. He is the guy.
Oh yeah.
So I think you put Arch Manning back on the shelf, let him finish out his red shirt and get ready for next year.
Do we pick this game right here? A 4-1 Alabama who just lost to a 3-2 South Carolina.
That could be interesting. Could see
Hey,
it. Yeah.
might be a good one.
Please.
You don't think so?
Pick South Carolina then.
So what?
Pick South Carolina.
What's the point spread it out? Oh, 21, is it?
Ooh.
What about Penn State and USC?
I think that's a good one. Penn
Yeah.
State at USC. Penn State only favored by 4 in this one. And they're one of those teams, there's been a few of them. Iowa State, we could pick their game too, that have been moving up the rankings just for staying undefeated. But is Penn State really the 4th best team in the country?
Yeah.
USC has been on their own.
Well, we know we're going to get this one. Ohio State, Oregon.
There you go.
That's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
I still like Ohio State in it, but it's still going to be a tough game. Ole Miss, LSU.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 9, Ole Miss. Number 13, LSU. Mississippi favored by 3.5.
Kansas State, Colorado.
Yeah. I'm interested now.
That's a late night one. You're going to stay up for that one.
Yeah.
9:15.
Oh, no.
What?
I might fall asleep.
Okay, so
What do you guys think of Iowa State at West Virginia? Iowa State is undefeated. Iowa State only favored by 3, though.
Yeah, let's try that one.
Yeah.
I think probably West Virginia.
dangerous
could upset
game.
them.
It's a dangerous game. That is a dangerous game.
A couple other ones that could be interesting. Washington at Iowa. Iowa just a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, let's
In
go
the Big
Washington
Ten?
versus Iowa. I
Pretty
want to
good
see
one.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
they offense versus they defense. You know, like that's a good one.
Yeah.
Who said Penn State's going to get exposed? By USC?
Let's
you think
go-
so?
hey.
You think Penn State will be exposed by USC?
BYU, Arizona, Bob.
That could be a good one. BYU favored by 4.
Yeah.
BYU's on the road, though. I'm not ever going against BYU again. I went against them every game, and they made a you-know-what of me every game. Is that all we got?
Minnesota at UCLA, I think could be interesting. Minnesota coming off that big win. Once again, PJ Fleck was at least they're a name in the UCLA coaching search. They're favored by 5.
Yeah, I think what you call it to win that one.
Row the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I got it out of you, even if you don't want to pick it. Other potentials here. Cal at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored by 3.5. They are also undefeated. Cal obviously almost beat Miami last week. Pittsburgh actually is off to their best start since 1991. Is looking to go for the 6-0 for the first time since Dan Marino was their starting quarterback in 1982.
I almost went Alabama, Tennessee, but that's next week.
Yeah,
That's going to be a good one.
Tennessee's got Florida this week, but Florida's not very good this week.
Man. Yeah, I'm not a Florida fan. I don't know what's going on. I like Miami now, but I used to, Florida State was my team until he did that. Now I'm all jacked up. 8018 says HOF black shirt. I know you know Rick Heyman. Can you have that version be song of the day on early break?
You have to talk to not Jake about that. So, you know, that's their show, so we'll have to see.
Go ahead, love you. Best song on the radio, P Cat. Mr. Cup says can't fault White for wanting to be a head coach. Not at all. I don't fault that. I think you want to always keep furthering your career. I'm just saying, man, we need some consistency. I don't even understand how you guys ain't on my side on this thing. We want consistency. Why would we ever want to give up Coach White? And I don't think that you have to just keep doling out the money just to keep a person. It's not always about money.
Good luck.
Tell it to the kids. Tell it to the kids.
What do you mean tell it to the kids?
They don't understand that. Monkey see, monkey do.
Same money without the headache of being a head coach. Sounds better to me. See? I finally get one person, 24-30, that thinks the way I do. That's what I think. Why would I want to go be a head coach when I can sit here and be a defensive coordinator, just worry about the defense like Terrell likes? Coach Rule's got to worry about what? He's got to answer questions for every single part of that organization, correct?
Yeah.
It all falls back downhill to him. So if it's falling back downhill to him, then you don't always want that responsibility. And I don't, not that Coach White doesn't want it. I'm just saying we gotta be consistent in our coaches in order to build the type of players that we have to build from the ground up. It's the only way we're gonna get it done. You're not gonna be able to go to the transfer portal year in, year out, and get guys out of the transfer portal and think that that's gonna build consistency. It's not. But shout out to Nebraska 5-1. I'm ecstatic that we're 5-1. Let's continue to get better. 6-1 is right around the corner. We got a tough Indiana game. Tough.
Ooh.
What you got?
The Beecher Report got USC to win in Oregon this weekend. And their thing.
Sometimes, I won't say that. What else you got?
USC needs to win. Lincoln Riley's lost 7 of his last 12 games coaching.
It says
not going to get
prediction USC 24, Penn State 20.
Is he on the hot seat? If he loses,
he might start getting on there pretty quickly.
All that money they gave him, he's on the hot seat.
Remember when he got there? With the idea was, well, he might not stay at USC long. The NFL's going to want him. Well, better win at the USC for the NFL wants you. So the Arizona Cardinals might slide in and give you a Cliff Kingsbury deal.
What you got, Bob?
Adam Carricker show coming up next. Des Moines Adams will be the special guest today.
Demo.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
Oh, no. Don't forget that white chocolate fresh raspberry cookie from Rabbit Hole Bakery below Tipsy Tina. It was great. Go over there and get you some treats and take them back to work and eat them up.
Still the fastest 2 hours in radio. Despite what we talk about, it's still the fastest 2 hours in radio. Listen, we'll be back tomorrow because we're powered
by
Bauer
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
I say now underground.
Brand.
Excavated.
I'm with
the Black Shirt.
And O Street will never be the same. 1040 O Street, 93.7 a ticket. Captain Show signing off.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community.